Hey guys, it's Yvonne, once again, your favorite Gemini. So, I'm going to tell you today about hair care. Yes, so if you got that curly hair, you're in Atlanta, you know it is 100% humid here, which means here is going to be First Ball City. So, and if you're trying to get ready to go to work and you're trying to move fast, you do not have time to be doing 50 million different expensive steps to get yourself done. So, my go-to quick, ready to go, in a hurry looks is one, my spray, nice and warm, in any kind of water bottle. Warm water makes a huge difference, by the way. Now, if I'm really rushing, I have a smaller bottle where I mix all my solutions in here. I know, go with me on this. And I can spray it in a car versus having several little bottles. So, my first go-to is my cream, activator cream. Love. And Cantu smells great and inexpensive. My next thing is my curl activator that helps get the curls coming back. Also inexpensive from Cantu. Now I use the Cantu oil on my scalp because if you have, a dry scalp. Now as African Americans, our natural scalp is oily, but after a whole day, it becomes really dry. Sometimes we have dandruff and flakes. So this helps us out a lot. And because it has this lovely tip, you can put it anywhere, especially if you have braids, anything like that. You just want to really get in there and get good. This is really great. Now, and it has an awesome smell as well. It's got like a coconut Moroccan smell to it. Now, Garnier Fructis, all of their products, in my opinion, is amazing. No, I'm not an ambassador for them, but if they want one, hit your girl up. However, I love the smell. It's light based, does not frail, does not leave it oily either. And that's another thing I hate is when you're like sitting down somewhere and you got the big oil stain behind you on the seats or the cushions or whatever. This does not do that. And again, smells amazing. So I will put some of this in my little to-go bottle if, like I'm saying, I'm rushing. And my last thing that I put on my hair is Shea Motion. Now, I love all of their products as well. Not an ambassador, but love them as well. Especially when it comes to shampooing, conditioner, leave-ins, everything. Shea Motions, my go-to love. However, they are a little more expensive than your Cantu, but still well worth the investment. That's always my last because this is a mousse. The mousse helps hold the curls in. Now, the next fun thing you need to know is what type of hair you have. Now, me personally, I waited till I had to get up so you can see it at its natural bed hair look, purposely. Now, normally when I get up, I think about, okay, what is my curl pattern? What do I have before I even go get products? Well, my hair is dyed. Yay. Love the color. And two, my hair is a 3C, 4C for anyone who's trying to figure out what to do with their hair. So I don't do like most people that do these types of I shouldn't say commercials, these how-to things where they're like, oh, part your hair down forward, If I'm trying to get ready to go, my hair is already styled. I'm not gonna part my hair for it. As you see, I got the braids up here. I just need to be cute for the day and have some bounce back. As you can see, most of my curl pattern is still here. And I just sprayed, not enough to make it soaking wet, but enough to rub my fingers through. And I try to wet both sides so I can get a good detangler. If your hair is like mine, like I said, 4C, whoop, got me on the face. See, there go that human thing. Alright, so first thing I do is I put a little bit of taking the top off because if anybody who knows who does hair, those little tops get clogged up after a couple of uses. So I spray my activator, and that's just to let the curls wake up and know, hey, we're finna do some things. Yes, let's wake up the curls. And we come to this side, and notice already that the curls are already starting to form. It already looks better than it did before. And as you see, I got a little kink there. That's where my favorite new find on Amazon. This girl at work had her curls came back looking amazing. And I was like, oh my God, what did you use? Thinking that it was a product, but she was like, no, I used a curl activator brush. I was like, oh, okay, let me try that. So I put a little bit of oil. I put about a dime size of the cream and a dime size of the oil. If you feel that it's too thick for you, then you can always spray some of your regular warm water that you use initially to get everything activated on your curls to do it. Now, as you see, I just fingered it through from top to bottom, root to tip, and wipe my hands so I get a good grip. Now, the cool thing about this brush is, as you see, it has the bristles like any other brush, but the other thing that helps activate it is these ridges on the side, which, watch, it combs back the curl and detangles all in one. So you're not brushing out your curl pattern. You're actually helping secure your curl pattern. And then, boom, that's one. Then I grab another piece. And I try to do 3 to 4 sections because, again, remember, this is supposed to be a ready-to-go, quick way to get your hair done quick and easily before you go to work. You know, you're not trying to have a whole lot of processes and you're running to work and you don't have time for that. Me personally, that's why I don't like wearing my hair straight all the time, because of the maintenance. It requires you to constantly curl it in the morning, and I don't like having heat all the time on my hair. And especially when you get older, you'll realize that all that heat on your hair is not good, because then your hair may be, you know, falling out, thinning, etc. And then also when you have your hair colored, it's also not good to put a lot of heat in your hair. And then if you're like me, I really hate spending all that time curling my hair only to go outside. And again, I'm in Georgia, so yep, wherever you are may be different. But in Georgia, and I know my Texas people because I lived there for a minute too, I hate doing my hair, getting all curled up, getting all dolled up, looking cute, to only go outside for an actual good 2 seconds and everything falls. Every curl you thought you had and put in that effort is gone. Who wants that? So as you see, the water technically brings back most of my curl pattern, which is why I said my hair is like a 4C, 3C. Most people have 2 types of texture hair, so you probably can't say, oh, I'm just a 1B or 1 whatever. Most time your hair is literally 2 types. Even, you know, anyone of any race, you normally have 2 types of hair. Some of it's gonna curl up naturally when it's wet, and some of it's gonna be straight. I have some straight pieces in it, mostly at the top of my hair. But here we go. I'm almost done. As you see, dime size, maybe a little bit of a quarter size with my cream. A little bit of oil, as stated before, because nobody wants dry looking hair. It's not it. Yes, it's humid. Yes, it's hot outside, but nobody's trying to look crazy. You want to look like you have a wig on without having a wig on. Now, I will say, I try to wear wigs, but I think my natural hair is cute, especially when I have it colored like this. This color really, in my opinion, works well with my skin. I've been getting so many compliments. Love it, love it, love it. And as you see, again, look how well the brush brushed through it. Now, when I took it down earlier and you first saw it straight after that bed hair, let's be real. Y'all, I know what you was thinking. There's no way this chick with them little 4 products right there finna look like something. She finna look a hot mess like she started off. And it's not. See the difference between bed hair and current hair? It gives that oomph to it. And the other thing, and you see how I told you I had some straight pieces in here too? Different types of hair, 100%. But by the time I finish everything, which is literally after this section here, you will see that it all comes together and you look great. And I would recommend, if everything works for you, hey, leave a wonderful like at the end. Let people know your comments that, hey, believe it or not, these little products that she said, they came out your regular grocery store. You might find them at your local CVS. You may also, hey, you know what everybody has in every state? A Walmart. You can go to your local Walmart. And before we start boycotting Target, which I used to love my Target. That's why I call Target. I used to love them. They're my favorite. I feel so horrible that we had to stand together for that, but we did. So, unity. But they have like every known product to men when it comes to shea motions. They've got all of their brands for curl to straight hair, everything. They have all of your Garnier Fructis in those same stores I just named. You also have all of your Cantus. And I found out Cantu, now I don't know if every state has a Dollar General. That's the one that's yellow. In fact, I'm learning different colors. Dollar Tree is totally different brands from Dollar General. And so if you go to, and they don't carry all of their line, but if you're just trying to get like what I just showed you, those are in all of those stores. So again, if you're just, out of town, you don't have time to find something, you don't have time to, go to somebody's like beauty supply store, like a Sally's or whatever. These are all brands you can quickly run into a store and retrieve. And again, economics, great price, especially with the tariff situation. Nobody needs to give in on beauty just because everything's more expensive. You know what I'm talking about? Beauty should not cost you all of your money. Now, I'm not saying don't spend on beauty, because beauty is important. Especially, again, for those who live in Atlanta. I just can keep speaking on that because, you know, us Atlanta people be struggling with the heat. Well, this year's been pretty bad, but a little bit better than normal because of all this rain we're getting. But that still makes it humid and we're still struggling. So, if you notice, I did a 3-step tier level of getting my hair together. I didn't do all those 50 million sectionals like you see on most videos because remember, my whole goal here is cost effective and time. I'm trying to save you time and I'm trying to be cost effective. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to keep mentioning, I did mention earlier in the video, but I want to reiterate. This is all good on processed hair, meaning hair that has color. Anybody who knows Garnier Fructis, all of their lines are beneficial for colored hair. And so, you know, because, you know, with it being summertime, people are doing the pinks, the blues, the aquas, and all of those colors. So you definitely don't want your color fading out just because you put some product in your hair. So trying to save that. Now look at that. Is that not completely different from how we started off? Look at that. Look at that curl. Even my ends aren't frizzy anymore. Look at that. And that literally took me no time. And to secure it, little mousse. And remember, that's Shea Motions. That's the only product that's completely different from everything else here. And I just finger that through with a little scrunch so we don't have the little white flakes showing. Go to the other side. Notice I'm not using a lot of that either, which means all my products will last for, you know, a good amount of time if I'm not having to overly obsessively use it. And because we didn't literally, my hair looks like it's soaking wet, but I promise you it isn't. Because again, remember, this is to get us in and out the door quickly, to go to work, to go on that date we got at the last minute, go hang out with our girls. You know, we don't have time for a whole moment. And I know a lot of people say, hey, use your diffuser at this point. No, we don't have time for a diffuser and a blow dryer and all that. That's why I said use this, because it comes out with a mister and it doesn't overly wet your hair. Now, all I need is makeup, lipstick, and a whole new outfit. And we will be ready to roll. So next time you need an idea of how to quickly get ready to go, cost effective, check out your girl Yvonne's page. See you in your favorite Gemini ever. Bye.